Welcome back to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda, giving you all the latest updates on anything and all things Ravens. A lot of news to break down for you that happened over the weekend and on Friday, so let's dive right into it. Okay, Micah Parsons has officially requested a trade from the Dallas Cowboys. Goes to show how much the Cowboys really care about their star players, at least on the defensive side. Ravens are listed as a possible destination for him. Obviously, he has great respect for the Ravens organization. He and Lamar Jackson have great respect for each other. Do I see this happening? No way. No way in heck is this going to be a possibility. But we could go dive into the what ifs and maybe, okay. The Cowboys and Micah Parsons, we have no idea what's going to happen with that. Maybe Parsons does get the trade, or maybe the Cowboys just finally cough up the dough for him. If it does happen where Parsons is granted it and teams start shopping, I don't think the Cowboys are going to look for anything less than 2 first-round picks and another player. I don't think I don't think they're going to ask for anything less, and players, or at least other teams, aren't going to be as invested in that, because 2 first-round picks is a lot of draft cap to ask for. I mean, it is Micah Parsons, one of the best pass rushers in the league. But again, it's a lot to ask for. Do I think the Ravens would bite on that? No, absolutely not. I don't think the Ravens would put that deal on the table. Eric DeCosta does love his draft picks. 11 draft picks into the 2025 draft. So, if it were to happen, if we put in 2 draft picks and a player, it would have to be David Ojabo. There you go. Give us Micah Parsons, and we will treat him correctly. It's the Cowboys. I don't think that anything is going to transpire, at least with the Ravens. They might take a little bit of a gander at it just to see what the Cowboys are going to ask for. But again, I think they're going to ask way too much for him, at least on the Ravens side. And frankly, any other team, I just don't think it's going to be possible to cough up that much for one player. Mind you, this is nothing against Micah Parsons. He's a phenomenal player, but I don't think that a team should bite at such a high, demand like that. Do I think that the Ravens are gonna, move on from that? I think we just got Brent Urban again, so I think that the Ravens aren't going to really, really invest in that type of trade. But we'll see what happens. I mean, imagine Micah Parsons on the Ravens. It's just over at this point. There's just no stopping this Ravens defense now. But again, we'll keep an eye on it just to see. Moving on, I love this so much. During practice over the weekend, Jair Alexander picked off Lamar not once, but twice. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. We're seeing 2022 Jair Alexander. It is amazing to see. Lamar got so mad, apparently, that when he threw his helmet down after the second, John Harbaugh had to come over to him and say, hey, I know you're frustrated, but this is also your defense. They know him. They know how he plays. And also, Alexander getting 2 picks in the Ravens uniform already. I mean, again, practice. Goes to show how much he's there's no worries of an injury. There's no worries of him catching on to the, developing or anything like that. Already he's getting 2 interceptions against Lamar in the same practice. Unbelievable. Just like this, I have such high hopes for Jair Alexander now. For at least on the Ravens side, I think he's going to get a bag next season wherever he goes. But knock on wood, of course, that any injuries don't happen. But again, great to see that Alexander is just reading this offense and one of the most dynamic offenses in the league. So also shout out to Nate Wiggins, who also got a pick on Lamar. But again, Jair Alexander 2 picks. Training camp news of the week for me. Just absolutely amazing to see, and looking forward to him getting that pick against Josh Allen week 1. We want to see it. We want to see Josh Allen just throws it. First play of the game, Josh Allen throws it. Jair Alexander takes it back for a touchdown. Let's go. Love that. All right, moving on. Andrew Voorhees has officially been named the left guard starter. I wanted to see if Ben Cleveland would make a kind of, some effort there to fight that position. But again, John Harbaugh did say before training camp even started, at one of the first offseason pressers, that Andrew Voorhees was going to be the official starter, pending anything did happen or any eye-opening things did happen in training camp where he would not be the official left guard starter. That means that it's going to be Ronnie Stanley, Andrew Voorhees, Tyler Linderbaum, pending Daniel Falele, and Roger Rosengarten as our starting offensive line. Again, I'm not a huge fan of Daniel Falele because he's very inconsistent, but apparently he has lost weight and he looks awesome according to Tyler Linderbaum. But again, it's not about Daniel Falele, this is about Andrew Voorhees. Andrew Voorhees hasn't been able to prove himself, in my opinion, because of all the injury setbacks. But again, if he feels 100% ready to go and he and the coaching staff believes that this is the best offensive line chemistry-wise, let's do it. Okay, I want to see Andrew Voorhees make some lanes for Derrick Henry, for Lamar Jackson, and keep Lamar Jackson protected. If he's the guy to go, let's do it, okay? We haven't had a full season of him yet, but again, he's next to Ronnie Stanley, the best left tackle in the league. He'll have so much mentorship from him. Mind you, by the way, that Ronnie Stanley has been teaching the younger offensive linemen, that includes Voorhees, after practice, giving them pointers, giving them advice, because we want this offensive line to be better than the Eagles' offensive line. Eagles' offensive line is probably the best in the league. We want to be better than this. So Andrew Voorhees is the guy to be at left guard position. Let's see what he's got. I'm not going to disparage that decision, but again, we just have to wait and see what in come game time. Moving on to the last thing here. I called this. This was pretty much, unless something miraculous happened, this was going to be a no-brainer here. Tyler Loop is officially the kicker for the Baltimore Ravens, replacing Justin Tucker. Hoyland was waived by the team over the weekend. Unfortunate for Hoyland. I hope that he does find another team to go on, because he is a talented kicker. I think that a team should be lucky to have a kicker like Hoyland. But Loop is the guy that the Ravens want. I mean, nailing a 70-yarder with a placeholder, with a couple of yards to go too. Let's go with Tyler Loop. I think that Loop is going to be a phenomenal kicker for the Ravens, and I do believe that he has big shoes to fill here, because Justin Tucker, greatest kicker of all time, athlete-wise, person-wise, well, we all know what's going on with that. But Tyler Loop, won the job. Like I said, called it. So now we have to rely on him for those big moments for the points. Rely on him for extra points. Rely on him for those quick chip shot field goals. Let's see what he's got. If from training camp, he looks like the guy that the Ravens are going to have full trust in, and we are finally going to have a kicker. Well, pending last season, we didn't really have any trust in Justin Tucker to make kicks until after the halfway point of the season. But now I'm hoping that we have a kicker that we can just trust fully throughout this season and for years to come. Because to be quite honest, Tucker was, like I've said this previously, Tucker was, when Tucker goes up to kick, we used to, go to the kitchen, grab a beer, grab some chips, or grab some, food, because we know he was going to make it and the game would go to commercial. Last season was not the case. We'd have to hold our breath every time he would make a 30-yard kick. Anyway, Loop is the guy to go. I'm all for it, and I'm really hoping he does change his numbers, because 33 doesn't fit him. Let's put him into, I don't know, number 1, number 2, number 3, somewhere in the single-digit area. But again, I don't mean to disparage numbers here. Maybe he has some type of, value to that particular number at 33. But anyway, thank you for tuning into Ravens today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Again, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the videos. I will catch you all later.